Okay, read him your first question.
Hey, Eric, it's Cindy Stauffer from LMP.
Hi,
How are
Cindy.
you?
Good. Can you hear me?
We are here today to talk about the weather. It's really warm out there today, but it's going to be changing very soon. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going to happen in the next day or so?
Right. Well, first of all, this afternoon we have a shot at a record high. The record high is 69 degrees, set back in 1979. I think we're going to be right in there this afternoon, in the upper 60s to near 70 degrees. But things are going to change over the next 48 hours, and I think some snow is on the way on Wednesday. It's just a question of how much. Temperatures, of course, will be very, very marginal. So it's a close call.
What can we expect in the way of snowfall totals here in Lancaster County?
Yeah, it's a little early to say right now because of how warm it is ahead of this storm. This storm's literally going to have to pull the cold air into it from the north and west. And therefore we start off with some rain and a mix of rain and snow before dawn on Wednesday. And then it does go over to wet snow, but how well will it stick? That's the question marks. Typically, these early season events can do very well in the higher elevations. If you're up in the mountains, say in Welsh Mountain or the Furnace Hills or even the hills of southern Lancaster County, perhaps there's 6 inches or more. But then the valley locations, if you're in Lancaster City, you may only get a slushy inch or two on the grass. So we're going to be right in that 1 to 6 inch range, the higher amounts on the mountains, the lower amounts in town.
This is not going to work. Tell me a little bit about travel plans for people who are heading out of the area on starting either Wednesday or Thursday. What can they expect? What direction? If you're heading toward Pittsburgh, if you're heading to New England, if you're heading to Virginia, tell me a little bit about what those folks can expect.
Right. Well, this is a coastal storm, so the heaviest precipitation is going to fall in the I-95 corridor and to the south and east of there. Of course, it's going to be mostly rain in the I-95 corridor south and east. So they will be driving into rain on Wednesday, heading south and east. Heading north and west, well, into the mountains of Pennsylvania, there will be some snow, several inches of snow, maybe 6 inches or more of snow in the mountains. But as you head farther north and west, driving out of the storm. So, say Erie, for example, will get nothing from this storm. They will be missed by this snow. So the heaviest snow is probably in the mountains just to the north and west of Harrisburg, and then as you go farther north and west, you drive out of the storm. So heading to Pittsburgh, you'll hit some snow across the mountains, but then drive out of the storm going westward. So there's going to be a fairly narrow band of area that sees accumulating snow from north and west of D.C., up into our neck of the woods and into the mountains of eastern PA, and then up into New England. There will certainly be some heavy snow Wednesday night. But the good news is it's all out of here by Thanksgiving Day. This storm is gone by Thanksgiving morning. So the main travel impacts are during the day on Wednesday.
What can we expect when we wake up on Thursday morning in Lancaster County? Will people who are staying in the area have any problems getting to their destinations?
No, there should not be much in the way of travel problems Thursday morning. I think temperatures right around 32, so the roads, the main roads, should be just wet. I imagine secondary roads, especially in the higher terrain, will have some snow cover Thursday morning. But the sun will be out, and high temperatures on Thursday with partly sunny skies will probably reach around 40 degrees. A colder shot of air comes in after that, Friday and Saturday, so it'll certainly be unseasonably cold. But in terms of snowfall, it's Wednesday into Wednesday evening is the time frame of concern. And I'll tell you, being that it's only Monday right now, details can still change a little bit over the next 48 hours, so people will want to stay tuned to the forecast in the coming days.
What about for the rest of the holiday weekend? What do we have to look forward to beyond Thanksgiving?
Yeah, well, just a passing cold front Thursday night into Friday with some snow showers in the mountains, but nothing more than a flurry here in Lancaster. High temperatures Thursday near 40. Friday probably not getting out of the 30s, so a very chilly day on Friday. And then heading Saturday into Sunday, probably in the low to mid 40s, so a few degrees below normal, and maybe another front coming through with some snow showers over the weekend, but I don't see any other big storms to threaten us.
I know you don't like to get too far out on the limb, but what are your thoughts about a white Christmas? You know, I was going to ask you that today. And what the rest of the month heading into December?
Yeah, I see a continuation of the roller coaster ride we've been on here, where it can be mild for a couple of days, then turn unseasonably cold for a couple of days. There's a lot of Arctic air that has built to the north that is going to try to discharge. So, right around December 1st, we may have one of those cold shots that lasts for a day or two, but then temperatures rebound to the 40s or 50s. And that roller coaster ride and temperatures can yield additional storminess. So I certainly would not rule out a storm that could bring us some snow around the time frame of Christmas. But, it would be foolish to forecast a white Christmas at this stage of the game. We only have historically about a 1 in 4 chance of having snow in the ground for Christmas. So, the odds certainly aren't strong for it. But the pattern that we're in is one where we can have storms, so I won't rule it out. Maybe it's a 50-50 shot this year.
Okay, Eric, I appreciate your time today. Thanks for joining us. We'll check in with you later this week. Stay tuned to Lancaster Online, and we'll keep you updated with the forecast.
Sounds good.